Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back with another video, and in this video I'll be doing an overview of Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League hardcover. I'll be talking about a little bit of the story, the art, and of course if it's worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not only support the channel but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at front of the dust jacket, the spine, the back. I'll show you a full spread image of the dust jacket. Alright, front of the book, the spine, the back. Show you a full spread image of the book. Alright, well, let's take a look at what's inside. So, what is this book about? So, this book does take place during the Dark Crisis event. So, it is a bit of a spoiler warning. I will be talking about what happened in the Dark Crisis event. Not the full thing, just like small bits to it, so you've been warned. Alright, so here we go. So the Justice League didn't really die in the Dark Crisis event. They were actually teleported by Pariah, which is the villain. And the Justice League are in each their own universe built on their innermost desires. And that's what this book is about. Essentially, it's stories that happen during the Dark Crisis event for each of the characters. I'm going to be very vague, so I don't want to spoil anything, especially for those who have not read Dark Crisis, the event, and want to read it. The way this book is set up, it's just 10 short stories that involves Green Lantern, Superman, Zatanna, Aquaman, Black Canary, Green Arrow, Batman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, and they're very short stories. And I mean short stories like Zatanna is like about 10 issues. It's very, very short stories. But again, it really gives more in-depth what exactly happened with the Justice League during the Dark Crisis event. I'm not going to spoil what exactly happened or what, like I mentioned, but this is what this book is. So if you're going into this book thinking it's going to be like a story or anything like that, you're going to be disappointed because it's not. It's just short stories of each character during the Dark Crisis event. And they're really short, and I won't be talking about too much about it because they're just one-shots. It's literally just a story, like beginning, middle to end, and they're like really short, like 15 issues. So if I do talk about it, then I'm pretty much giving away the whole story. But just to give you like the gist, or like one word that describes each story, I won't talk about all of them, but I'll just say some of them. So Superman's story is basically about him and his son. Zatanna is about time. Aquaman is about the wedding. Black Canary and Green Arrow is about love. And others, which I won't talk about, so I don't want to spoil it. But that's exactly what this is. It's just stories within the Justice League members during the Dark Crisis event. And that's pretty much it. And with that said, I like this book. What I like about this book is it adds more context to the whole Dark Crisis event. If you have not read Dark Crisis, definitely read it before reading this, which I'll talk about in a bit. But if you read Dark Crisis, this gives you more context of what exactly happened in terms of the whole Dark Crisis story. And I actually liked it because I like the Dark Crisis event. It's not the greatest thing ever, as mentioned in that video, but it's good and enjoyable, and I had a good time with it. It's fun. But I was a bit lost when I began reading this because I was like, wait a minute, what the heck is going on? I was really confused. But once I read Dark Crisis and I read this, it made so much more sense. And so if you're wondering, do you need to read Dark Crisis to read this? Yes, you do. Because if you don't, you're going to be like me. You're going to be like, what the heck is going on? What am I reading? The paper quality is matte, so it's fine. I think with particular art, I think having the matte paper is fine. I prefer glossy, but like I said, for this particular art, it's fine. The art is good. It's not bad. It's just fine. That's all I can really say. The pacing is above average. Few moments here and there where it does dip to like the average territory, but for the most part, it's going to be above average. And like I said, the Zatanna story is really quick. I read it like in 5 minutes. It's good, but a very quick pace. Now, the question is, do you need to have prior knowledge? As I mentioned, yes, you do. You have to read Dark Crisis. If you don't, you're going to be lost, and you're going to be like, what the heck is going on? Like, if you read this story of Batman without reading Dark Crisis, you're going to be like, wait, what? Why is Batman like this? Why? What the heck is going on? So I'm telling you right now, read Dark Crisis before reading this. Because if you read Dark Crisis and you read this, you'll understand, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, this makes more sense. So overall, though, what I would give the book, honestly, I give it a thumbs up. I actually like the book. It gives more to the whole Dark Crisis event. And as I mentioned, I like the Dark Crisis event. It's not perfect, but it's enjoyable and it's good. I actually recommend it. Same thing with this. I recommend it. It's a good book. It gives you more to the whole Dark Crisis event. So if you like the Dark Crisis event and you enjoyed it and you want to read more about it, more context, definitely check this out. If you read the Dark Crisis event and you weren't really into it, then you may want to skip this. So once again, what do I give the Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League hardcover? I give it a thumbs up for me. I liked it. It's a good read. It gives more context, like I said, to the Dark Crisis event story. And overall, I had a good time. Let me know what you guys think. Have you read this book? Do you plan on reading this book? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tune out to support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. Then includes an overview of Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League hardcover, and on to the next one.